How are we doing, guys? Moose here, Season 1, Episode 4 of our West Ham United career mode. And, it's been a long layoff here. Obviously, some busy times just in my personal life, school, things like that. So, a little bit of an extended delay here. But that said, can't wait to get out videos, as often as I possibly can for you guys. And, just to crack on with this season. So, we are in Episode 4 here, taking on Hart City, our first matchup with them in the Premier League, and looking to get a good effort out of the team. But a good tackle here. The ball falls to Nolan, played to Ravel Morrison, ends up back on the feet of Nolan, where he plays a nice ball forward to Mark Noble, and we just keep moving it forward. Great bit of possession play from Noble, crosses the ball and back post to Ravel Morrison, and he finds the back of the net with a header. Not the first person you expect to score the header, but he found himself in a good goal-scoring position and converted it really nice. It was a great ball in from Noble. Morrison just beats his defender, who makes a poor attempt at the ball, and Morrison is able to divert it the other way. Obviously a long stretch for the keeper, and we put it in the back of the net. But another ball played out to Ravel Morrison. Demel gets forward on the right side, looks to play the ball and finds it inside to Kevin Nolan. He turns in, has a shot, it's blocked, falls to Diame. He has a strike through on the ground, but McGregor saves comfortably. So clearly, we really dominated the play here in the early going. Diame again inside to Matt Jarvis, plays the ball into Andy Carroll, plays it off to Nolan. He has a shot. That is another strong save from the Hull keeper to parry it around the post. But ball into Diame. He seemed to be in the center of everything here. Jarvis plays it through to Kevin Nolan. He has a shot and another save from the keeper. Nolan's really been around the ball. Morrison plays the ball into Andy Carroll. He strikes it off the post, and we have really been unlucky not to get 2, 3, even 4 goals here in the opening 45 minutes. But Morrison plays a great little through ball here to Guy Demel. Cuts inside his defender really nicely. Lays it into Kevin Nolan again. Shots blocked. Falls to him again. And it ends up in the hands of McGregor to send us into halftime with just a 1-0 lead. Which really, Hull, the scoreline does not flatter Hull at all. Which is, they're lucky that it's just that. Ball played by Noble to Jarvis here. Cleared away. Falls back to Andy Carroll. Lays it into Diame, who's really been getting forward well. And a fantastic save from the keeper to parry away Diame's shot. But now Noble played in on a great ball. He breaks his way through. Has a ball. Plays it across the face. Carroll can't get to it. Lays it back to Kevin Nolan. He chips it in. Jarvis looks for it, and it's cleared away. So really creating some chances. Demel has an audacious shot from outside. And another strong save from McGregor, who has really been in top form in this game. But Hull, their first real chance here, throwing the ball to Corn, plays it to Danny Graham, back to Huddlestone. Graham finds himself left alone by the central defense, and he buries it into the goal. Disappointingly for us to let Hull equalize after having so many chances. But here we are trying to get the ball back. Ravel Morrison with a beautiful tackle knocks the ball away. It falls to Guy Demel, and he's got acres and acres of space to work with here. Comes forward, sees the run of Kevin Nolan there out to the far right. Nolan comes in, plays the ball across into Andy Carroll, heads it in, 2-1 West Ham United, and it is well deserved for us to have the lead. Carroll with his 4th in the league, a brilliant finish here, and that really gives us the lead that we want. But substitute Joe Cole ranging forward on the right-hand side, trying to create some, sees the run of Andy Carroll, plays a brilliant ball onto him. He tries to get it in, and it's just inches wide of the post. But the full-time whistle does go, and we pick up the 3 points away from home with a 2-1 victory. Certainly well-deserved. If you take a look at the stats, 10 shots on target to Hull City's 2. Winston Reid actually wins man of the match with a great performance at the back, but you can also give credit to Morrison, Nolan. Carroll played well at the front. Diame and Noble were fantastic as well. We had plenty to talk about that went really well and were really solid all around. But as you can see, we get a note, training injury. UC Escalon will be out for 3 months with a torn hamstring that he picked up in training, which is really disappointing because we don't have any keepers in reserve, really, except for a guy, Spiegel, who has like a 58 overall, because Henderson's currently out on loan, and we don't want to spend the money to recall him, so we'll just let him stay out and hope UC can recover quickly and that Adrian can do a job for us. So we come in here with a huge battle with Tottenham, who currently sit in 7th in the table. Obviously a great squad, but they will be missing Lloris in goal, which is fantastic for us, playing that 4-4-2 against us with, a little bit of a solid line, 4-1, 4-1, a little bit more defensive here. Diame in a holding role, and then 4 midfielders across. But we get a horrible news here. A completely rash challenge from the Tottenham defender. Takes out Andy Carroll. His knee He's down, and we hope that he will not be out for too long, but it looks severe. He had to be stretchered off. They say it could be MCL, medial collateral ligament injury, and that's just absolutely horrible for us. So we end up changing our lineup here and going with a 6 midfielder rotation. Morrison technically playing as a striker, but he's not really an out-and-out striker, obviously. Definitely a midfielder, so it kind of allows us to play more of a deep-lying defensive role, as we have a great chance there that Gomez was able to come back and stop. But it allowed Morrison to play as more of a playmaker up front, trying to create things, and all 6 guys kind of interchanged offensively as Noble comes forward, has a great shot, and really it led to us having to better the chances. We were able to weather Tottenham's attack and create our own chances. Morrison makes a great tackle, continues his run forward, gets the ball from Kevin Nolan. He's in alone. Ravel Morrison, can he beat the goalkeeper? And a brilliant finish to give West Ham a 1-0 lead. You could say it had been coming. We really had some great chances in the early going, but it's definitely a shock away at White Hart Lane for Ravel Morrison to get that early goal. Great finish there, just slides it underneath the on-rushing keeper, and it allows us to head into halftime with a 1-0 lead. And could it be a shock victory for the Hammers? We'll have to wait and see. Ball played into Ricardo Vaste out in that right midfield position, steps inside a couple defenders, and a great attempt with his weaker foot. Really had a good chance there. But now Tottenham really with one of their first attempts through on goals. Defoe is played behind the defense, but Adrian makes a fantastic save. They try to create another chance, and Adrian is able to collect. But Tottenham now with one of their real stretches of extended pressure. Soldado comes in, and how he missed from there, we'll never know. But ball sprayed out wide to Razvan Rat, played into Jarvis, plays it back to Rat, nice little 1-2 into Diame, and this is the kind of football that we want to play. The quick passing, brilliant play, sets Vaste through on the right side, comes in, has a shot, but it's a great save from the Tottenham keeper. Morrison now played out to Vaste, great little bit of skill to step outside defender, and he has so much space coming forward. Fights off the challenge from Naughton, keeps it moving forward, steps inside, tries to have a go with his left foot, but the finish is sorely lacking. So we get note that Collison will come on for Kevin Nolan. Collison now, our second sub, turns it inside to Matt Jarvis, played through to Ravel Morrison. Great little bit of skill to step outside. He attacks the defender, plays out wide to Ricardo Vaste, tries to create something from the wing, chips it in. Morrison gets a shot, it's saved, it falls to Jarvis, and he hammers it in the back of the goal. 83rd minute, Jarvis with some sublime chest control and a clinical finish in the 83rd minute, and West Ham surely have nicked the 3 points from Tottenham at White Hart Lane. The ball comes in, Morrison gets a strike, Gums parries it away, but it falls to Jarvis off the chest, and a simple left-footed finish. Really good to see Jarvis getting on the score sheet again. He's really had a great start to this campaign. A late substitution now. Joe Cole comes on for Mark Noble, but the full-time whistle goes 2-0 West Ham United over Tottenham Hotspur. Certainly no one saw that coming, but it's fantastic to see the run of form that we've been able to bounce into. Some huge goals, obviously, after goal-scoring droughts in the last episode. Ravel Morrison with a fantastic performance. Man of the match for sure, with a goal and sort of a half assist. I'm not sure if he got credit for the assist, obviously, but, created that goal by getting the touch before Jarvis was able to hammer it home. And Diame, some fantastic performances. Morrison, Nolan played very well. The only bad thing to come out of this, obviously, Andy Carroll hurt for 4 months, which is just horrendous for us to see. That's not what we want going into a huge stretch of games. He might not be fit until January. And we also get a note from Dylan Tombidis, one of our young strikers, that he is unsettled and could potentially be looking to leave the club, which really wouldn't hurt us too much, obviously. He's a guy that's not really going to get into the team. And obviously, we're not really going to get any money from him either. So just moving him out of the club for a little bit of money and a space there that could potentially bring in a youth player. But we come into it now with our third matchup here, taking on Manchester City. Huge match at home, playing a 4-2-3-1. Maiga will get the start up front, so we'll see if he can create anything, obviously, with Andy Carroll out. It could give him a chance at getting a run in the side and maybe getting his foot in the front door as our lead striker. But ball played through to Maiga here, trying to create something. A nice little 1-2 with Ravel Morrison, who's just been spectacular of late, and Joe Hart has to make a good strong save with his left hand. But City counter us well. Dzeko plays the ball off to Nazir after getting his shot blocked. He kind of holds off the defender, plays it inside, has a shot, and Adrian does well to make a really big save. But another good chance here. Ball played through into Gradle. Noble looks to get the ball, but the referee claims it to be a penalty. Noble surely looked to get a piece of the ball before Negredo went down. Really surprised this penalty, and I'm outraged. To take a look at it, he gets the ball, just shoulders him a little bit, and Negredo goes down all too easily, wins the penalty, and steps up to take it himself, where he is able to slot it home. Adrian got a hand to it, but not strong enough there. Obviously, maybe we'll have him hit the weights after this game, but Negredo slots it away for City, and unfortunately we come behind 1-0, but Maiga tries a shot and just hooks it well wide. Disappointing effort, but he's not great from range. We want to try to get him some chances inside the box here. As Nolan dispossesses man, falls to Jarvis. Maiga tries to create a nice ball through to Ravel Morrison, who has the pace on the outside. He hooks it back to Maiga, and that's a great volley, but Joe Hart has to make a really good save, tipping it over the bar. Tompkins now with some good strong defense, turns it over there. The ball falls inside to Fernandinho, into Dzeko, and a huge save from Adrian, where he's able to cover it and collect it. But trying to get something back here. Jarvis on. Does a great job with some strength to get through. Squares it. Petrick, who came on as a sub, and he gets his third goal, or his first goal, I should say, in a West Ham shirt. Beautiful finish from Petrick there. Really what we needed to get us level 1-1. Joe Hart came out, tried to challenge Jarvis, but he squared it beautifully, and we're able to finish that. But City, can they counter? They play a short corner here. David Silva does well to get around Raz Van Raat. Plays inside. Adrian spills it, and Aguero is on hand to bury it home. Obviously, we would like to clear that out. We would have hoped for some better defending, but a tough deflection off the hands of Adrian. But Jarvis, again with a tough challenge, plays the ball forward to Petrick. He has Downing, a late substitute, on a great run. Can he draw it? And he does. He's gotten West Ham a draw. Surely he's got us a share of the points at Upton Park. What a finish from Stuart Downing. A great run there, and a nice simple pass from Petrick to set him free, and an easy finish underneath Joe Hart. So that's fantastic. City with a late attempt to try and get the lead. Fernandinho with a shot from range, but he can't hit the target. The referee blows the full-time whistle, and a 2-2 effort from West Ham against Manchester City, one of the potential champions-elect this season. That is a huge performance. And look at that, 11-10 shots, 7 both on target, and possession pretty even. So I think West Ham can surely feel happy with the way they played. Adrian, though, played really well with the man-of-the-match performance. Jarvis and Downing, as well as Petrick, linked up really well at the front, while Maiga and Nolan seem to have a bit of a tough run in the game. But that said, we get into our fourth and final game of the episode at Swansea City. Obviously, the long away trip to face the Swans. As we take a look at the table, and we're currently sitting in 9th, 4 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses. Not bad at all. Taking on a Swansea team that's really strong with Mishu leading the line and Bonnie, their big signing as a substitute. But we really are playing a completely mixed-up side here after that City game. 5-4-1, 5 at the back, just because we don't really have as many players fit up front. So we're just kind of trying to see if we can hang on for a nice away point at least here. But a ball played into O'Brien. He plays it forward to Petrick, and a bit of a weak shot here, as there were no real attempts in the first half. That's literally all we can say. It was a pretty boring game all in all. Neither team could really break each other down. There were a few shots far between, but a great ball played forward to Downing. He comes in, cuts it towards Petrick, and his second goal in as many games. Mladen Petrick in the 56th minute, and that might be exactly what we need to find a striker to come in and replace Andy Carroll. A great finish from Petrick. Simple, just directed on net. Hope it beats the keeper, and that it did. But Downing now plays the ball forward to Taylor. He's making a great run forward. Finds Petrick, and he just draws the ball into the net with a great header. His third goal for the Hammers in 2 games, as he finally gets into the team and gets on the score sheet. 62nd minute, and it's 2-0 to West Ham. That's a great finish from Petrick. A nice ball in from Taylor, and an easy, simple finish past the keeper. But Swansea try to get back on the score sheet. The ball's played in, and Winston Reid gives away a penalty here. Unbelievable call from the referee, as Reid just went to clear the ball away, and the referee has given him a yellow card and a penalty, even though the challenge seemed to be well after the ball was gone. Nothing going on here. Look at him. He doesn't really make any contact. The player just takes a dive completely away from the way that Reid challenged him, and it's just ridiculous, allowing Mishu to come forward and try and finish it, bringing Swansea back 2-1 as he puts it right down the middle. So disappointing for West Ham to concede that goal, but That said, 90th minute, Swansea trying to get something back late. Bonnie came on as a substitute. Dyer does well to play him through here, but Adrian with the biggest save of the match. The full-time whistle goes, and it is a 2-1 victory for West Ham. So what an episode. 3 huge wins and a draw. 10 points in this episode in 4 games. Spectacular. Really some great performances. Petrick coming on really well, and hopefully he can continue his form into the next few episodes. So great from us. Some stout defense. Obviously a great result throughout this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and can't wait to see you as we get further into the season, hopefully soon. So we'll see you then, guys. Bye-bye.